Is Harbaugh now more powerful than the general manager with the Giants? While Schoen has tried to publicly maintain his image, it's not even a question anymore. The holdup was that Harbaugh basically stated, I don't answer to anybody but the owner. That's how I did it in Baltimore, and that's the only thing I will do. And he had kept Tennessee on the hook, and Tennessee wanted him badly. And that was the flirtation, was still Tennessee. And the Giants knew it, and they were very scared of Tennessee because that's where he was going to go, because he wanted to go somewhere where there was a good young quarterback and he liked Cam Ward. So Tennessee was the other option. Now, the Giants always had it where the head coach, even when he was powerful, Parcells, remember, Parcells didn't go there as being powerful. He became powerful. He went there as a guy who, remember, Ray Perkins was the head coach. Bear Bryant picked Ray Perkins to replace him at Alabama, and Ray couldn't say no. George Young was not happy that Ray left. He thought Ray Perkins was going to be a very successful coach. Ray leaves because he can't say no to Bear Bryant. He's being asked to be the replacement to the man, the god. Okay, so he takes it. Ray's defensive coordinator was Bill. So George names Bill the head coach. Now, the first year there, Bill tries to be friendly with the players, clearly not his image or his personality. And he has players get sick. He has assistants get sick. His parents both pass away. He has a terrible year. They go 4-10-1. Now, George, at the time, was very close to Howard Schnellenberger, who was just coming off that great victory with Miami against Nebraska, the great Nebraska team that won them the national championship. Remember, they were 5th in the country, and they jumped all the way to 1 because they beat Nebraska. And Tom Oz went for 2, didn't get it. Miami won the game. Okay, the great upset of the great Miami triplets. One of the greatest college teams of all time, without any question. They averaged 8 yards a play. They were brilliant. But Osborne went for 2. He did not play for the tie. The tie would have won him a national championship. And a lot of people said his job was to win the national championship. Osborne didn't think so, and nor did I. He said, how could I face guys in the locker room and tell them we couldn't get 2 when we averaged 8 yards a play? So Rozier sprained his ankle earlier in the game. They're running back, and that hurt them dramatically. But all right, be that as it may. George contacts Schnellenberger because he thinks Parcells is a one-and-out done disaster. And now he's worried about his own job. What happens was George doesn't realize that Bill and Schnellenberger are represented by the same man. At the time, Robert Fraley, who passed away with Payne Stewart in the plane crash. Bill finds out about it. Jimmy the Greek, who was friendly with Bill, goes up on TV and announces that George is trying to get rid of Bill, and George has to deny it. He denies it, which keeps Bill as coach for the second year. Bill comes in, gives George a different plan. George said it was the most extensive plan he'd ever seen from a coach. Bill completely changed his way and became a mean SOB with the players and a disciplinarian, and became the Bill Parcells everybody knows, and the rest is history. They became successful. They went to Super Bowls. But in Bill's power or Tom Coughlin's power, they always answered to the general manager. The general manager was the boss. That's the way the Giants always ran it. The head coach answered to the general manager. The general manager broke ties. Now, Bill would try subtly to go around guys, but still it didn't always work. George was in charge. No one disputed that. Now, Harbaugh wanted to change that. That took some doing. It took some time. Harbaugh now answers, I'm not saying he's going to act in any way he's going in any way to demean the general manager. He's not. They're going to work together, and they'll probably work seamlessly together. But Shane will always know that if they have a dispute, Harbaugh's going to win. He's going to give in because Harbaugh has final say. He only answers to the owner. If he wants certain people, if he wants his own security people, if he wants his own weight training, if he strength people, if he wants his own trainers, if he wants whatever he wants, he's going to get. He's completely in charge of the organization now, more so than any coach has ever been. That's what he attained. So if you're asking who is in charge, Harbaugh's in charge.